Once upon a time, in a bustling city, there lived a young man. Despite possessing great potential, he found himself constantly falling prey to procrastination. He would delay important tasks, allowing distractions to consume his time and energy. Frustrated with his lack of progress, he decided to seek guidance from a wise Buddhist monk renowned for his teachings on mindfulness. The young man embarked on a journey to a remote monastery nestled deep within the mountains. After days of travel, he finally arrived at the monastery and he was greeted by the monk. The young man humbly explained his struggles with procrastination and sought guidance on how to overcome it. The monk listened attentively, his serene eyes filled with compassion. He smiled warmly at the young man and began to share a story, a parable from the Buddhist scriptures. In ancient times, the monk began. There was a young monk named Ananda who faced a similar challenge. He found himself constantly procrastinating, neglecting his spiritual practice and important duties within the monastery. One day, Buddha called Ananda to his side and asked him to fetch a bowl of water. Ananda, I want you to bring me a bowl of water from the nearby river, the Buddha instructed. Ananda nodded and set off towards the river. However, on his way, he became captivated by the vibrant flowers blooming along the path. He couldn't resist their beauty and stopped to admire them. Minutes turned into hours and Ananda forgot about the task assigned to him. Finally, he returned to Buddha empty-handed. With a gentle smile, the Buddha asked, Ananda, what happened to the bowl of water I requested? Ashamed, Ananda confessed his distraction and apologized for his negligency. The Buddha, instead of scolding him, began to speak words of wisdom. He invited Ananda to accompany him on a journey to a nearby forest. As they walked among the towering trees, Buddha pointed out a tiny sapling struggling to grow amidst the thick undergrowth. Ananda, the Buddha said, observe this sapling. Despite being surrounded by adversity, it persists in reaching for the sunlight, growing steadily day by day. Likewise, you must also cultivate the strength within you to rise above the distractions and obstacles that hinder your progress. The key to overcoming procrastination is to cultivate mindfulness, to be fully present in each moment and to recognize the impermanence of distractions. As the monk finished the story, the young man pondered the story, absorbing its profound meaning. Inspired by the Buddha's words, he realized that his procrastination stemmed from his lack of mindfulness and attachment to fleeting distractions. With renewed determination, the young man decided to apply the Buddha's teachings to his own life. He began practicing mindfulness, bringing his full attention to each task at hand. Whenever distractions arose, he gently acknowledged them but chose to stay focused on his priorities. Day by day, the young man noticed a transformation within himself. By embracing the present moment and letting go of attachment to distractions, he experienced a newfound sense of clarity, purpose, and inner peace. The habit of procrastination gradually lost its grip on him, replaced by a diligent and disciplined approach to life. In our lives, we set goals and resolutions with the best intentions, yet find ourselves falling into the trap of procrastination. We become entangled in a cycle of excuses and distractions that hinder our productivity and prevent us from accomplishing what we set out to do. By cultivating mindfulness, we develop the ability to observe our tendencies to procrastinate and catch ourselves before we fall into that familiar trap. Procrastination often arises from our attachment to comfort, ease, or instant gratification. However, by practicing non-attachment, we can let go of the desire for instant gratification and recognize the long-term benefits of completing tasks promptly. The story emphasizes the importance of being fully present in each moment. When we bring our attention to the task at hand without worrying about the past or the future, we can channel our energy and focus into completing it efficiently. Thank you for watching. For more videos on motivational and inspirational stories, subscribe to Wisdom from Within.